So the film everyone on my timeline is talking about is The Wrong Missy, and I like David Spade just fine, so I decided to fire it up. The Wrong Missy stars David Spade as a mild-mannered businessman who is about to embark on the biggest deal of his career. After an unsuccessful blind date with a girl named Melissa, he meets a woman also named Melissa who is like him in every way and is practically perfect, so he invites Melissa via text message to his corporate retreat. But uh-oh, he texted the wrong Missy!
He said it! He said it!
So Missy ends up going to this retreat and makes this retreat a living hell for him. I like my fair share of stupid comedies. Recently, I just picked up Hot Rod on Blu-ray. Grandma's Boy is a film I quote regularly. The first Joe Dirt movie is actually really good, not to mention Joe Dirt has a surprisingly great character arc in that film. I'm not someone who goes, ugh, it's a Happy Madison movie, no thanks. The last two films that I mentioned were in fact Happy Madison movies. With all that being said, how the fuck did Happy Madison allow this film to be released in the year 2020? The Wrong Missy is an SNL sketch extended to feature length and not necessarily a good one. You could tell that this was clearly supposed to be an Adam Sandler vehicle, given that this has a similar feeling to Grown Ups and Just Go With It. But Adam Sandler decided to do a good movie and win an Independent Spirit Award with Uncut Gems. So David Spade was more than happy to take Adam Sandler's island vacation. David Spade is trying to make this work. The stuff with him and Molly Sims was charming. But the key word there is trying, because Spade doesn't have Adam Sandler's natural charisma. I often talk about the First Frame Club, where I feel a character is compelling from the first frame. Such examples are Vito Corleone from The Godfather, Quint from Jaws, Nathan Johnson in The Jerk, or more recently was Sam Wilson in Captain America the Winter Soldier, or Jennifer Lopez's Ramona in Hustlers. Lauren Lapkus's Missy is the polar opposite. Any goodwill this movie built up went out the window the second she appeared on screen. Not only that, this may be one of the absolute worst characters I've ever seen in a movie in my life. The second she is introduced, she just gives off serious psychotic vibes. She almost has David Spade get his ass kicked by Roman Reigns as a joke and pulls out a huge fucking knife as David Spade is rightfully trying to escape. Because she wanted to see sharks, she throws chum in David Spade's shark cage just to get sharks to come out. Oh, and rape is played for laughs. A sleeping David Spade is being raped by Missy and is awakened by Missy slapping his face. I double dog dare you to try this scene with a male raping a semi-conscious woman for comedy in 2020. Let's see how far that goes. If the genders were reversed, this wouldn't be a quirky romantic comedy. This would be an episode of You. To put it bluntly, this woman makes Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction look like Mother Teresa. Here's the thing. This film wants you to root for her and find her hilarious and charming. Thank God Sarah Chalk landed Rick and Morty. She plays David Spade's ex-fiancée. Yep, you could tell this was clearly an Adam Sandler star vehicle, as I don't buy David Spade being in a love rectangle. If this was the first thing I saw her in post-Scrubs, I would have been depressed. But on paper, this premise could work. This isn't something like Loquisha, where it is ill-advised from its conception. There's a funny movie here. If you just tone down the psychosis of this character and replace Lapkus with an Ellie Kemper, an Anna Kendrick, or a Rebel Wilson, this could have been watchable. Not exactly a masterpiece, but watchable. But the film we got instead is this painfully unfunny film that if you made some slight cuts could easily be a horror movie. One of my guilty pleasure shows right now is Dark Side of the Ring, an hour-long docuseries on some of the darker events and people in professional wrestling. As I was writing this, I watched the episode on Owen Hart, who tragically fell to his death performing a stunt in 1999. In this film, Missy falls from about 300 feet without so much as a scratch, and she does so to prove her love to David Spade.
Jesus Christ, dude!
Thank God these clips I'm finding on YouTube all have subtitles to help drive my point home as to why I fucking hate this movie. Pop quiz. Your date finds out you were the wrong girl and makes a slashing motion against her throat while in a taxi cab giving you a death glare. Do you A. file a restraining order and reconnect with the right Missy, or B. decide that you were in love with the same girl who just threatened to kill you? If you picked A, congratulations. You have a brain and you're not dead in a ditch somewhere. Missy's redemption arc doesn't work at all because she is only depicted as a shrill, obnoxious caricature of a human being with plot-convenient talents. Let's compare Missy to a better written version of Missy with Gloria in Wedding Crashers. When Gloria is introduced, she is charming and has a good rapport with Jeremy. Though she's clingy, she comes off as a real human being. That film too also has an unfunny rape scene, but it establishes Gloria as a character who is clearly kinky and loves sex. Meanwhile, Missy, who, mind you, has an alter ego named Hellstar and almost feeds David Spade to sharks, is downright fucking terrifying. You had two other sane women to choose from, not someone who needs immediate psychiatric help and needs to be in the most padded room possible in an insane asylum. I award the wrong Missy no stars. And may God have mercy on its soul. I went into this film blind and cold, hearing nothing but good things about the wrong Missy. Adam Sandler wised up about the wrong Missy as his name is nowhere near the credits. Nothing about this is funny. Vanilla Ice is in this, giving me That's My Boy flashbacks, and quite honestly, Adam Sandler's character Donnie from That's My Boy and Missy deserve each other. Watch Spencer Confidential, Extraction, or The Lovebirds instead. Skip this piece of shit. Be sure to like, comment, share, spread the word in New Rums Media. Follow me on all my socials at New Rums Media. And until then, I'll see you next time.